What's up, everybody? It is lesson, I don't know, what number is this? 15, 14, 15.7? 15.3. 15.3. So I've got 15.3 hours. I don't know what lesson that makes this. Probably 15, 16, maybe. And today is the first time I'm flying since Saturday. So today's Friday. So it's been about a week. And the reason for that, a couple things. One, the weather's been garbage. In fact, today is pretty overcast, hazy. There's a sand thing, Sahara dust that's here. But the other thing you may have noticed in some of the videos, the airspeed and VVI or VSI has been pretty erratic. And it is something that we've addressed multiple times. It is an intermittent problem that has happened. You know, sometimes it would work great, sometimes it would be kind of off, and it was just something that, you know, they tried to troubleshoot and they got it fixed and then didn't or whatever. So this week they took the aircraft down for maintenance completely and replaced pretty much the entire pitot-static system and the gauge. So hopefully that fixed it, because I've got 5 hours left. And, you know, obviously it's always, I mean, tomato flames, you're always supposed to have a working airspeed indicator and stuff like that. But more critically now, as we move into auto rotations and stuff like that, to have the appropriate airspeed gauge that's 100% reliable. So hopefully this time they got it fixed and we'll be able to continue the training and continue working towards that. I've got about 4.7 hours to solo. A lot of you have asked, well, how come you haven't soloed yet? Well, SFAR 73 says in order to, if you don't already have a helicopter rating, in order to operate the controls solo, you've got to have 20 hours of dual instruction. So hopefully we'll get a flight or two today, and then a flight or two tomorrow, and then probably sometimes next week I'll be soloing. So I hope you're enjoying these vlogs. Thanks for watching, and here we go. All right, you said Oscar?
Yeah, go right to Echo, then we'll go from there.
Flight Front Tower, Helicopter 1780 Sierra, hotels at the T hangars with Oscar. We'd like to reposition to Echo, then we'll be joining the pattern for the south traffic.
1780 Hotel, Lakefront Tower, reposition taxiway Echo.
Reposition Echo 80 Hotel. All right, you got a tractor waiting for us.
Yep.
You're clear right, clear up.
Okay, look at the bridge, crane, whatever. So you get light, start making your adjustments. A little bit more, a little bit more. Okay. Alright, 3G top of TW's throughout. Feels good for a couple hours, probably. Clear, clear, clear.
Alright, clear.
Alright, nice and easy. Get pedal in. Alright, you relax it, get over the grass. And as soon as you get over the grass, you can start making your turn to the wind. A little bit higher. There you go. Don't make a turn. A little bit of slide. There you go. Keep coming, keep coming. Side step on over. Alright, let's go ahead and start right back here. Let's see if we can hit punch the numbers and make them real smooth and maybe as off as I can, okay?
Okay, so left traffic, back to Echo.
Alright, give me a 90-degree turn. Nice and easy. Either way, there you go. Go take a look. Nobody's up our 6. Alright, good. That's your clear turn or whatever. Alright, steady. 3D, stop at TWC. Feels good for a couple hours. Clear, clear, clear. Let them know we're going, and adios.
80 Hotel, across the left traffic, back to Echo.
80 Hotel, taxiway Echo cleared for the option, make left traffic.
For the option, left traffic, 80 Hotel. Alright, green top TWCs are out.
Got about 2 hours worth of fuel. Don't touch unless you want to. There we go.
There's airspeed.
Alright. Oh, get your airspeed up. Pitch back a little bit. Get your attitude up. Bank it over to the left. Just get from flying over anybody else's $1 billion toys. And just like this. Yeah, let's see. Alright, push us forward. Let's see what kind of speed we get out of this. We should. No restrictions, so we can go all the way down to Charlie and turn it in right after that. Whatever works.
Yeah, doesn't look like it's working.
Yesterday it was back and forth or whatever, but it looks like it was coming up. It's got a little bit of lag. Let's see what it does.
I'm showing 60 across the ground, so I know we're not doing 30.
Well, on the downwind though, so I have a little bit of a factor.
Yeah, but not, I mean, that's about 20 knots slow.
Copy T, gives shop, feels good. Clear, clear, clear. RP is holding. Alright, however you want to bring it in. That side of the tower, this side of the tower, whatever works.
Come this side of the tower just based on the winds.
There you go. Okay, remember that's hotel I go. We usually go to Delta.
Hotel's the first one, right?
Correct, that's this one.
Do a normal to Delta.
Okay.
It's hotel taxiway echo, clear to the option.
For the option, taxiway echo 80 hotel.
Hold your position right here, you go right into the wind. Go ahead and start dropping it down. What's showing your ground speed?
30. Alright, so I'm going to the far one, right?
Yeah, right there.
The one we're currently going to.
Correct.
Yeah. So just a little steep.
For now. Actually, keep coming in with it easy. Keep coming in with it easy. Push forward a little bit. Alright, start looking forward. Everything's still sluggish. Alright, so we're not corrected on that. You want to continue?
Well, let's get an hour and then we'll just do this and that's it.
Okay.
Might as well since we're already here.
Alright, you got the option, I believe. 3G top D, WCR, feels good. Clear, clear, clear. Clear. Normal power. Okay, airspeed. That's what it was doing yesterday.
Yeah,
See that it started to come up and it dropped back down?
there's something.
Alright, that's a different gauge. I can say it's a new gauge, it's a different gauge. And it's got a new tube on it.
80 tells them to go. That's just one of those problems. Maybe they'll get it in the 100 hour.
Well, I'll ask them again, but I had two. Oh, hello. Today's Thursday? No, Friday.
Friday.
Wouldn't expect it not. Had an avionics guy look at it, had another A&P mechanic look at it who owns one of these.
Yep.
And both of them are like, we've done everything we can.
So am I in trim or out of trim right now? Because I'm looking at the rope and it's a little left, but the ball is centered.
No, you're still going to get a crosswind.
Okay.
Every now and then. It's something to go by, like a backup.
Green top TWCs are out. A little bit of carb.
It was good. The Hueys had these in Vietnam. I think they still might have the Bell 212s.
Do a steep approach.
Okay. Now keep your forward airspeed going on your attitude. There you go. Now you're going to make it no problem. Push forward, push forward, push forward.
Oh, right at the end game here.
Yeah. Remember, even at the 200 mark, it's going to start dropping a little bit. Kind of pitch back.
A little bit earlier.
Yeah. Power. Alright, see, set up our shallow now.
Alright, 3 green top TWCs are out. Fuel is good for about an hour and a half.
Clear, clear, clear.
Clear. HRL tells them to go.
Electric power, and a little bit of right pedal. Get airspeed going. Remember, you get out of the depth curve. 40-40 is usually the profile you're looking for. 40 feet, 40 knots. If you look at the high velocity curve, some people call it the depth curve. You're setting a little bit of the envelope until you get, I think it's like, I don't think they went out on Fridays. Might be a special group or something.
Hotel, taxiway echo cleared for the option.
Taxiway echo, clear the option 80 Hotel. Hey, visibility's not too bad. I mean, you can see the city.
Oh, it's 10 miles. About way, maybe about 8.
Yeah. I'm going to drop it down, get it a little bit shallower.
There you go.
This is just a normal right now.
But it's just learning how to control the aircraft.
See, this is more shallow now.
Yeah. All right, so hold your height.
Just watch the lights.
Yeah. Pull. Now go in.
Right between them.
Yep. Watch your pedals. At any given time, you can get a gust of wind to flip this tail around. Alright, looks good. Up deficit throw. Clear.
Go to the triangle.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make a pattern. We'll go to the triangle.
Alright, here your top TWCs are out. Clear right, clear left.
No more power. Recycling. Ease it. And if it looks like you nose down a little bit, you can pitch back a little hair. You're still in ground effect, and then go ahead and take off.
80 Hotels on the go. How far do those dudes go, you know?
What?
The PT boat.
I think it goes all the way out to the restaurants over there.
Okay.
I don't think it crosses the causeway. Everything you see is what you're trying to hold. Everything's looking good.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or not, that's a different story.
It's about 30 knots off from the ground speed, so probably about 10 knots off.
Keep your power in. Like I say, you're not climbing, you're still descending. See how you pull the collective, you're still coming down?
Yeah. And it makes it short.
Alright, hold that. Remember, you're going to drop. Alright, you already passed 200, so let's see. Keep that forward airspeed up. Keep it forward airspeed up. Hey, get the hell away.
Get.
He'll go, I hope. Just be careful, you don't go straight up. Pull. Yeah, let him go. That would have been a good go around. Get the pedal in. Right here.
What was that? Just a sudden wind gust or something?
I think it was that seagull started the butterfly effect, right? You know what that is, huh?
Yeah.
Probably what happened. All right, that was real good, right to the spot. And look, that was something issue.
Oh, put it down.
All right, there was an issue there that you had to contend with. All the way. That was an issue you had to contend with. I mean, he could have freaked out and went straight up into the rotors.
Right.
He wouldn't have taken us down, but it caused a bump, and next thing it caused a bad rotor, and then we got to change the rotor out.
Just got to slow down and let him do his thing.
Or go around, depending on what it is. What if you had a Buell on top, one of them stubborn jackasses? he ain't going nowhere. I don't care what's coming.
So I've been holding like this, but light enough because I can feel this. Is
Yes.
that bad or?
No, you're supposed to let it roll.
But I can grip this part, right? It's not a.
Yeah.
Because somebody was like, "Don't put your hand on there." I'm like, "Well, what if I need to roll up or something if the governor fails?" Right?
And the person that said that, are they a CFI?
No,
and
they're
their
just
IQ above 100?
Some
or
idiots on the.
3
Yeah.
kilo contact.
That's why I just want to make sure. I mean,
you don't want to hold the throttle to where it can't move.
But right, if it's loose.
You can actually let it. You can feel it adjusting in your hand, and that's all you're looking for.
Okay.
And if it's a problem, you always have right behind it. Or whatever. I don't grab the throttle itself. I actually go probably midway, like right here, and I could work both like that. But that is correct.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bring it
Cool.
back here for one more, and then we'll see what else we got.
All right. That guy took off already. He's holding short 18 left, so he's going to be a fact.
1737 Alpha Lakefront Tower, runway 18 right, cleared.
All right, so let's talk about the takeoff. It's the first time in a while we've done this. So this is a
Apologies, sir.
deep takeoff, right, Max? Because we got all this shit in the way.
I don't know if that would be. Yeah, I guess so. As far as the 50-foot obstacle, because that's still the.
So what's the difference between a normal and a max performance?
Normal is your normal takeoff profile. Max performance, you're actually going to come off the ground and get the height, the altitude started, and then ease forward, but not blast forward into it like you kind of been doing with Echo.
Okay.
All right, so you're not coming this way, you're kind of coming up and then easing forward to clear that obstacle, very slow and methodical.
All right.
Because that's what you're trying to do.
But you're in the height velocity diagram the whole time, right? You're just accepting that risk?
Correct.
Okay.
In other words, you got to get out of it, you got to go over that way, and we practice that just in case you're in that,
Right.
ever in that possibility. Adjust your attitude a hair.
Up or down? Like that?
A little bit more. A little bit more. Good. Right there. Okay. Like I say, you always, almost like a landing with a flare attitude on an airplane in these things. You're not nose diving, you're not even coming in level from the approach.
About right there, it starts to, just got to bump it a little bit.
Attitude more than anything. Correct. Not a flare, but an attitude change.
650 Mike Golf, be ready at the end.
Falcon 650 Mike Golf, lakefront, runway 18 right, cleared for takeoff, fly, runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, runway 18 right.
I told you these things will bite you in the ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
You caught it. I wasn't doing anything. I was guarding it, but that was about it. Yo, it does want to go. 3G's top D, WC's around, fuel's good, clear, clear, clear. That was 99.5% you.
Nope. 80 hotels on the go.
Normal approach. Airspeed, and then you can pitch back, get your climb attitude. It's just how make the difference. What is that difference about?
150 feet or so, 200 feet.
Yeah. And dance. Dance.
Oh, can't dance.
All right.
So, is it a gust of wind? Why are we getting an LTE right there? Is it
Gust of wind moves your tail around.
We're just right there? Is it from the lights, you think?
Could be from anything. Until we could actually see wind, I guess you're just going to have to theorize.
Yeah.
All right, that was 99.5 U. Let's make it 100% U this time. Just don't kill us and don't ball the machine up.
That's a good plan. 80 hotel, across the option, triangle.
80 hotel, you clear for the option southeast triangle.
For the option, southeast triangle, 80 hotel.
I know it's me in the machine. I expected that.
650 Mike Golf.
What's that?
829er taking the call.
I expected that left pedal input right when it happened.
Really?
Yeah. Don't ask me why or how. Maybe it's just experiencing this machine or experiencing helicopters. A lot of times in my instrument, I'll feel it.
Yeah.
And I'll put it in before it registers on my inclinometer ball. And because if I fly with other people, I'm feeling it, I know it's coming, and I'm almost like tell them get ready to put pedal in, especially left pedal on that machine. And
well, the wind swing.
And all of a sudden it'll move, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm actually interpreting it, but I do it every now.
The wind is shifted, that's why.
Okay.
I'm gonna sidestep and turn.
All right, watch your airspeed. Just keep everything coming down. Gonna go right into the poppies. Yep. There you go. Now, in just that instance, look what happened on the last one. Just be ready on your pedals, no matter what.
Right.
In other words, everything in your life should be out of your head other than this landing until you're literally on the ground. Just be ready with your pedals. All the way down, make it 100%. Look forward, look at the open garage door. Auto 76. Landings are great. All the way down. Just remember, don't hang. When you feel the skids touch, don't hang right there because you're very light.
Yep.
You get something coming over, it literally can push you over.
So, firmly down.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
You don't have to, don't slam it down because the skids are going to take the pressure of the weight all the way to the helicopter coming on it, so just smooth it down, just like everything. Everything we do is smooth.
Yep.
Okay, let's try another one like that. You can make a different approach. That was 100% you for the first time. I never touched anything. Without even guarded anything.
Try a steep.
All right.
That's steep. Okay. All right, we got pappies right there. We don't want to hit those.
Right.
And
don't want the wind blowing you into it just in case it squirrels again.
all right, rear top T, WCs are out. Clear, clear, clear.
No more power. You got runway, you could use it. So get your airspeed going, get the trans lift, no more power. Push it a little bit forward, a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go. That's the attitude you're looking for. And then you'll feel trans lift get you. Oh, it's on a start, yeah, just like that. Right over to 76, that's about $15 million. They don't want to have to replace that thing. The first 2 or 3 hours, kind of easy on it. Then I started throwing some curveballs. Every time we take off, from the T-hangers, you have a tailwind.
Yep.
Know what the machine can do. You can hover all day long in a tailwind as long as you're on the controls. Your pedals, mainly, because that's what's going to spin you around. All right. When you're landing, you got to realize all the factors that are affecting the machine itself. You're reducing the torque on the engine and the rotor system when you're coming in, then you're increasing it again. So you could have ground effect bouncing all over in different directions. When we're around the T-hangers, you got either flying through it, you could have eddies of wind, currents coming all in different directions that could move you around. And the plane is going to be at a certain airspeed along a runway. We have none of that.
ATO took us the option of the triangle.
Hotel Southeast Triangle, clear for the option.
For the option, 80 Hotel.
All right, kind of on the left base.
Yep.
You can follow the path if you want. It looks like it'd be right down.
There's nobody else out here, so. Your top TWCs are out, car beat is good.
Not too much wind either, so just the airspeed is going to be a little bit more of a factor.
Alright, so this looks steep. This is about steep, or?
Yep. If you hold the angle, looks like you'll make it. Don't slow down too much. Keep everything up going. Airspeed, descent rate. Don't make any movements just yet. Easing the power in. All the way down.
A little bit of wind.
Look forward. Your landings are becoming incredible. The touchdowns. A lot of people still, that last 6 inches,
Yeah.
they're like, because it'll hover for a half a second,
Yeah.
and they'll push down the collective and come down and they hit a little harder than you've been doing. You're doing fantastic.
I was staring at that thing when you said that.
That's-
I was looking at that going, I don't want to hit that thing. What is it?
Is that why you started to move a little bit?
Yeah, because I looked down, I'm like, I don't want to hit that, I got to back up a little bit.
I'm glad you said that,
Yeah.
because that'll make you start moving, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's just the way the body and the eyes work.
Yeah.
In other words, if you're looking at anything close, it seems like the opposite, huh?
Yeah.
It seems like if you're looking out, you're
Right.
moving all over the place. But no, it's
You got to
this
relax
way.
your eyes, and yeah.
When you land, you still look. When you land, you still look down the runway, correct?
Yeah.
You go for aiming points?
You look. I mean, you aim until you shift, and once you shift, now you're looking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You want to go back, and that'll be our 0.7, or what do you want to do? You want to do one more?
Tell you what, go put it on Charlie, and we'll get some quick stops in real quick.
Okay.
If you're good with that.
I'm great with
still
that.
The,
Yeah,
still the
that's
maneuvers.
good.
I'm with you. Because right now I've been hands off for the last 2 or 3 things. We're going to try the quick stops now. So yeah, we go to left traffic, go right back to say go to Echo Charlie.
ATO request the option back to Echo Charlie.
It's Hotel, you're clear for the option, taxiway Echo.
Taxiway Echo 80
Look forward. Get that pedal in quicker. There you go. 3D top D. Yeah.
WCs are out. Clear. There we go.
Push forward. Pedals in. There you go. Get the forward airspeed. A little more airspeed. There you go.
Avoid these guys.
Still on kind of a base.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of turn in on that last
It looks
portion.
like 180 right now, huh?
Yeah, I mean we're into the wind right now. So at a
Hey, Hotel, anybody in a pattern? Anybody coming in? Holding position.
Negative.
We'd like to go ahead and switch over to 18 right.
Transition to runway 18 right. Runway 18 right, cleared for the option.
Clear it out to Hotel, 18 right. Okay, turn us right. Nice and smooth. Remember, you're going to have it. Get that left pedal in quick. All right, go all the way to the end, and we'll get about 5 or 6 quick stops now. Get air taxi instead of hover taxi, so you can go a little faster. Kind of get a little more air flowing over that. Just be ready on the pedals. That's
should I
all
be
you gotta do.
descending, or are we good at this?
No, they'll get it this height. If you get a little more airspeed. Good, and kind of make a loop all the way down to the numbers. A little faster. There you go. Just make a loop all the way around. Keep going. We can stop it pretty quick, right?
Yeah, we sure can.
A little bit faster.
We're going to 1-8 right. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to 1-8 left. I'm sorry. That's why I'm like trying to make
I'm
this.
sorry. Let's go 1-8 Romeo.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Get away.
Oh, Jesus. Big call.
A little bit more of a loop. All right. Now go ahead and bend it over to the left. Start your flare. Drop your collective. A little more fun. Push forward, push forward, push forward. There you go. All right. You ain't got to hover yet, but get it about right here. Go ahead and push forward. We're going to take off, okay? Remember, it's going to be down right aft.
Smooth.
And,
Smooth.
cyclic's main factor, okay? You don't want to stick the tail into the ground. Alright, get us going, everything good, and we'll go 3, 2, 1. Drop. There you go. Hold it. Push forward. 3. Let's go. It's okay, we're going to be doing maneuvers on 1-8 right. Let me know if you need to move. Alright, not quite 40. Jumping cycling. 3, 2, 1. Back. Cycling. Altitude. Straight. Let's go. Cycling first, okay?
Okay.
Because, like I say, you don't want to dip that tail down. Because I ain't giving you too much altitude right here. It's only about 25 feet. Alright, go. That's good. See how we didn't climb or descend, but the helicopter pivoted, right?
Yep.
Let's go. No need power. But you saw feeling that. The idea is you're not going to go up and down. You aren't. The helicopter's going to move. 3, 2, 1, go. And keep going. Do it again. Remember, this is the end of an auto. You're going to flare a little bit, and the more aggressive flares depend on how much room you got at the end of an auto. About 20 feet. Go. Go. Let's try one more. Power management's good. All the way to the antenna, but we won't crash the antenna. Alright, go. There you go. Hold it. Push forward, recover. Obviously, we'd be low to the ground on the end of it.
Yep.
Go from there. Alright, ease it down a little bit. Get us a good hover. Tell me what you want to do. You good with that for today because of the instruments?
Yeah, let's go back. We're good.
Okay, let them know. We're going to air taxi back to the T-hangars.
H Hotel, air taxi back to the hangars.
Hey, it's Hotel, roger.
Swing around, get some airspeed. You go right down, what is that? Foxtrot to Delta. Get us up a little, get more airspeed. See my engine? Give me a little more airspeed, get a little more airspeed, then air taxi. Air taxi gives you more altitude. Alright, everything will be good right here. We don't want to take too much because we don't want to climb or anything, so drop it down a little bit. Solid Delta.
For somebody who likes to go fast, I sure like to go slow in this thing.
Give me a big loop and turn. Keep the altitude, push forward. Alright, come on back around, keep coming. We're going to do the S turn, we're going to go right back into our spot, then we're going to make the turn. There's a PT-73 coming in. Alright. There you can see open hanger, don't slow it down just yet. Go ahead and turn into the wind. Go right to the non-moving area, and then we'll make a slight 90-degree turn and
Over the grass?
However you want to do it. Look at that airplane guy in you. Over the grass? Well, yeah. As long as we ain't surface taxiing, we ain't worried about the grass. Alright, wind's about 130, so it's right there. You can kind of just parallel a little bit, sidestep, 90-degree turn, backing in a hair, and we'll be good. Those turns get you more comfortable with moving controls a little bit more. Up a hair. Nope. Alright, your chair is clear for your 90. Go ahead, 98 back. Okay, solo flights, you can put it down here, but we can back it up a little bit. Alright, look forward, kind of ease it back. You're right over the T. I know what you're feeling like, because I remember feeling like this. Why isn't it moving? I'm moving it, but not moving. Whatever works for you. Put it down right here if you want. Look good. Alright, roll off throttle, put on frictions.
I thought that was productive. That was very good.
Try to keep me interested.
Yeah, no.
It was more productive than you realize because I was off about, let's say, the last four approaches. I was off. I guarded a couple of the quick stops because a lot of people tend to drop the collective first. And the collective dropping is so you don't climb. Right on the pivot point. In other words, we don't move. The helicopter just moves beyond us on the pivot point for the quick stops because you don't want to put the tail on the ground. You might just be taking off and be 10 feet. In other words, all right, the climb started to go, and as soon as that happens, boom, something comes running out in front of you.
Yep.
Or something happens or whatever. You know, so that's why muscle memory, cycling first and collective so you don't climb. Okay, that's why we started at 40 feet, then we started going down to about 25 feet. If you go to 25 feet, that's a good practice, even though the test will probably be 40 feet. So it's good to always practice on the hard side. All the approaches, I'm looking here, when it stabilized, it was keeping it about 300 feet. I glanced over at your iPad, it was showing about the same, which is the ideal,
right.
Descent rate, even for all three different approaches. So all of that's coming into play. Everything's fine. I'm more and more hands-off for the last 3 hours or so. And then whenever we're ready, we'll go ahead and step out and start getting you some solo time in.
Past flight. Anything that we said or did you didn't understand or you got the numbers in your head. You know you want to come in, 300 foot rate of descent and below. Right. And like I say, every machine is going to be different. This one drops like a rocket 200 feet, but other machines might not be like that. And it's the beginning of loss of ETL into ground effect.
Yeah, doing it after a couple reps, I started feeling it. Feeling the that little bit of transition. That's when I need to be up on power a little bit. I need to get the left pedal in.
And then the hardest thing probably you have to get used to is knowing when to pull up there at about 300 foot coming down. Right, you got to drop the collective because you have to come down. And this machine, it used to be around 13 to 15 inches for it to come down. And I don't teach by numbers because the next machine might be different. Right. But so I side picture and everything. So you're right, you don't want to be called milking a collector. All right, you drop it down. Okay, I'm coming down fast. I got to pull it up. All right, I'm not getting down fast. You want to try to get that pitch angle and come all the way down to it. That literally just going to take time and experience. I don't teach the numbers because unless you're going to be in a 22 for the rest of your life. Yeah. But who knows what you're going to wind up with. So just the idea of figuring it out. And look, adjustments are not bad, but you want to get to the point to where you don't have to make the adjustments. You're going to set it right on whatever, and the thing's going to come down, and you're just going to pull power at the end for hover, and then set it down. And that's what we're looking for.
Well, that was a 0.9, so what are we at, 16 something hours? So disappointing, honestly. Not the performance. I thought as a flight, let's talk about the flight first, and I'll talk about the maintenance stuff. As a flight, it went fairly well, especially having not flown for, what was it, a week? I was a little rusty at first, came out of the gate. Still have a little bit of trouble with transitioning from just on the ground, that two-stage hover, and getting, coordinated so it's a smooth pull up. Working on that. I need to get a little bit more left pedal in a little bit faster. But overall, the approaches maybe a little short, having to milk it down instead of a smooth descent rate, but definitely not bad. And this was probably one of the first. I know the last couple of times he's been progressively less intrusive on the controls. This time he was hands off a lot of it, and I'm starting to do this on my own, so definitely improving in that regard. Did the we landed at Echo, and then we transitioned to the pad. As far as the quick stops, that went really well. Well, not really well, got better, got to the point where I'm always collective first. It'd be aft cyclic and then lower the collective so it pivots, which is the end stage of an auto rotation. So definitely something to get used to and to do. Now let's talk about the maintenance stuff. So it flew, so it was down all week, and the helicopter flew yesterday and was ops checked okay. I don't know the regime that they flew it in. Throughout my training, it has been something that has worked in certain phases of flight, and, you know, especially straight and level. Sometimes on approach it works fine, but it's not fixed. And, you know, that's why I elected to discontinue flying. We were supposed to fly twice today, you know, and there's really nothing else to practice, because we're getting to the point, you know, it's okay. I mean, obviously tomato flames are tomato flames. You have to have a working airspeed indicator to fly. Now, is it kind of gray area because they work on it and then we try it and then, you know, we're not sure it's an intermittent problem? Yes. But obviously you want a working airspeed indicator. So I'm getting to the point with 4 hours left in my training until I hit 20, which allows me to solo, that every hour counts. And this all needs to be prep for the check ride and prep for soloing, which means auto rotations and doing things by the book, which, you know, airspeed, pitch for your airspeed, best glide, all the airspeed numbers you want to hit, it has to work. So doing stuff, or, you know, approaches and stuff, hovering, all that, pedal turns, fine. But the more advanced stuff, the stuff that obviously will be emergency procedures, life and death, it's got to work. So what that probably means, the helicopter is due for its 100-hour / annual inspection. It's got an annual inspection due too, so they're just going to do the annual to take care of the 100-hour. That is happening in 5 or 6 days. It's going to happen next week. So obviously I'm not going to fly before that, and then hopefully it only takes a couple days to do the annual. My guess is it will be weeks. So I think this is more than likely my last flight for several weeks, maybe even a month or more. It just depends on what they find when they tear it apart. I'm very hopeful that they will find the issue, that, you know, they changed a whole bunch of parts, airspeed indicator and some lines. They'll find the issue that's causing the airspeed indication problems. But yeah, it could be a while before I fly again. And this is, people have asked, why didn't you do something else other than the Robinson, and why are you doing this one? It is the only helicopter in this area within about 200 miles. You know, there's just nothing available. There's nothing to rent. There's no instructors or anything like that. So there's just nothing around that I can use. So that's why I'm using this specific one, and now there's none available. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is. Take care.